Burke.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Alvin Gentry. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks, Doris. And here are the Warriors now, following the score by New Orleans. And Jackson throws it down. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Here's Sessions. Before he's hit with a 3-second violation. Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the night. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. .146 left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Gordon against Barbosa. They get it back. Ajinça. And at last, they get one to fall. Ajinça's got his second bucket of the night. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Ajinça. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Now here's Sessions. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. For New Orleans, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And so he hits the technical free throw. .50 seconds left to play here in the first. Anderson up top, off the pick. Payne grabs the board.
They've got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts.
Here's Jackson, and it's Golden State with another.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Kicks to Ashi. Pass to Ajinça. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. One second left, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got 17.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors lead by. And here's Freak on the importance of preparing for games.
In my opinion, of course, just in my opinion, you can never practice enough. You know, even though I've been playing ball.
You know, Clark, is there anyone that really doubts the importance of practice?
No, not at all. I mean, to get to any level of consistent performance, you've got to put the time in, and every player knows that. Some guys just take it to a different level. And Freak certainly has shown that he's willing to come early and stay late. And you can see the fruit of that labor in his game.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Pulling out the wings, it's Iguodala and Barnes. Looney out there with Jackson, and it's Barbosa in at the point. And the dunk by Land.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Evans. He's got 7. He kicks to Holiday. Back to Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 9 points for Tyreek Evans.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They're also having a lot of success from the free throw line tonight. You always want to cash in from there.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And so Jackson nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Davis sets a screen.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Stolen by Len. Davis, the pass to Holiday. And the foul.
Clearly, he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the...
One team swap here for New Orleans. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Jackson. 23 points in the game.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And it's Gordon penetrating. Great D that time from Iguodala.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Both good from the line that time. Pelicans trail by 9. Now here's Sessions. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Great positioning on the putback.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor
as much as any single play in a game.
Yeah, and you can't allow, if you're the opponent, to have that guy continue to beat you in that manner on the backboard.
And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Anderson can't get that one to fall. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
They struggled a bit at the line earlier, but they found a nice comfort zone there now here in the second. They've been red hot from the stripe.
And both free throws good for Iguodala. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. 2 minutes. Sessions with it, working on Payne, and the jam by Ajinça.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Move the ball.
Jackson against Asher. 5 on the clock. Jackson drives in. It's stolen by Ajinça. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Eric Gordon.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Outside Jackson. Power down with both hands.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Curry against Sessions. Dishes it to Ajinça. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires for three. They grab their own miss. Ashik with the bucket.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
It's Jackson with the drive, and that one's good. Jackson's got him.
He's been given a medicine.
Sessions against Curry. Sessions dishes to Anderson. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Sessions has got 3 assists tonight. It could go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he makes the first.
At the line of the penalty. Freak. 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors ahead.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for chances to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just...
Come on, New Orleans.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. So for the Pelicans, Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Len. Anderson comes in for Cunningham. And Gordon subbed in for Drew Holiday. Different look here for the Warriors. Jackson, he's checked in for Bogut. Looney comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. Evans and Gordon are the guard set. Ryan Anderson out there with Davis. And it's Ajinça in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Golden State moving the ball around. And the Warriors miss again. Pelicans trailed by 8. Clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Again, the miss by Gordon.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Now Jackson. He has 35. Jackson is doubled. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
The shot is off. Great D that time from Davis. Here's Gordon. Drops in the breakaway layup. Gordon's got 8 points. Warriors leading by 6. It's Jackson with the drive. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Omer Ashik, he's checked in for New Orleans. Sessions comes in for Tyreke Evans. Adrian Payne's checked in for Golden State. From the wing, and it's Anderson that time on the assist by Sessions. Sessions has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Ashik against Jackson. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
A lot of times when they needed some easy points in this game, they've been able to get to the foul line and get them.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Gordon with the defensive effort.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Sessions passes to Ashik from the line, and it's a Jensen missing. Warriors leading by 7. Jackson drives in, and he goes in for the dunk.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with 4. Boy, you got to love that.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Can't get it to go.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Sessions dishes to Gordon. Down low. And the jam by Ajinça.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Stolen by Ashik. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Anderson with the ball.
Stay down. Stay down.
That's his first personal foul.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. That free throw good from Anderson.
Looking at the game for Ryan Anderson, he has 8 points and the 1 steal.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for New Orleans. Warriors leading by 4. Iguodala kicks to Jackson. There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Stolen by Ashik. Holiday to pass to Gordon. Anderson outside from the arc, and it's good. Anderson's got 12 points in the game.
How about this run there in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been so for the Pelicans. Anderson comes in for Len, and it's Gordon in for Tyreek Evans. And then for Golden State, Jackson comes in for Andrew Bogut, and it's Klay Thompson in for Andre Iguodala. Setting the floor for the Warriors, Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards, and it's Jackson in at the center locking down the middle. And so they foul intentionally. It's the first that increases their lead to 6.
Aaron Gordon taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
16 seconds left in the game. Trifecta!
For 3.
Here's Gordon, and an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Aaron Gordon. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So both teams making some changes here. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cans the 3.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that of his has just been deadly.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backup. You hate to see a player DQ'd, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line for your Pelicans, Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet, let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of Anthony Davis.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight, no matter how tight the...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.